So we're now back in Scotland for round 11 and 12, the final rounds then of this Sidecar Super Challenge 1998. And as always here at Knockhill, it has been raining. No surprise whatsoever to that. Seems that they have their own weather front up here. Mind you, when you build a road race circuit on the side of a mountain, you expect it to get wet, I suppose. Well, there are the spectators waiting for the Sidecar boys to come out on the track. There he is, number 1 on the front, but optimistic at the moment. Jock Skeen, Neil Miller. Number 9, another Scottish pairing of Stuart Muldoon and Chris Gussman. They went well at Pembury, winning the last race. And number 5, Duncan Hendry and Neil Mackenzie. They need to finish in front of Jock to win this championship.
This is not a smile, this is my teeth chattering.
We can't hear her knees knocking at the moment, but no doubt that will come later. Number 36, Mark Allison, Mark Pickering on the Jacob Suzuki 1200. It is cold here. 114. That's Lovelock in English. As we wait for the lights to change, there they go. Rob Fisher there on the number 4 outfit. His last Formula 1 outing, and we're on board with Stuart Muldoon and Chris Gussman. And you can see track conditions ain't dry. One of these days I'm going to come to Knockhill and it's going to be so hot I'm going to get sunburnt. And I certainly look forward to it. Number 7, well that's of course Tony Baker. So it's Skeen that leads, Baker in second at the moment. And the outfit of number 35, that's Arthur Fulton. And we're not sure who the passenger is, but we're back on board and you can hear that rear wheel sliding with Stuart Muldoon. So Skeen, Muldoon is 3rd, Fisher is 4th. Now where is Duncan Hendry? There's number 3, that's Jim Silver and Tom Bone on the Baker Kawasaki. But it is Jock Skeen that leads as they start to sort themselves out. As the spray comes off the track, a dry line no doubt will start to appear quite soon. But there is Skeen, he's got Baker behind him. Then it's Muldoon back in 3rd with Chris Gussman in the chair. The winners at the Croatian Grand Prix. And then it's 114, so that's Lovelock in English. Back there in 4th. 36, of course, our old friends, Mark Allison, Mark Pickering. Steady throughout the year in this championship, but this is the race leader. Local man, you could say, the Scot. Jock Skeen, Neil Miller in that sidecar. We're back on board with Stuart Muldoon and Chris Gussman as he picks up speed, heading up towards the start and finish. And you can hear that back wheel just sliding under protest from the power. Into the right-hand hairpin they come. And I think, yeah, Muldoon looks to have gone up. Has he gone up to 2nd? Or has number 7, Tony Baker, taken the lead? We'll have a look at the top end of the circuit. And they're all tippy-toeing round here at the moment, very gingerly. It's very, very slippery. And Duncan Hendry, he's having a terrible time of this. The outfit's just not running properly at all. He's got definite problems with that. What a time to have engine problems. The last round of the series. 25 just going through there on the inside. David Krause and Malcolm Preston. 35 not too far behind them. Arthur Fulton. Not sure who's in the chair. But here comes the race leader. It is still Jock Skeen. 2nd place man is still number 7, Tony Baker. 3rd place man, Stuart Muldoon. So there's no change. We're back on board with Muldoon. The track has started to clear a little bit. Started to get a dry line. Our onboard camera not quite getting deluged in water anymore. You can see that tussle that's going on in front between those two, Skeen and Baker. Here they go, another lap in the bag almost. As they head up over the start and finish, they'll go under the bridge, about 130 mile an hour at the moment. It certainly is an experience well worth living, going out on a Formula 1 sidecar. Here's our race leader, Jock Skeen, on board at the moment to take this race win and possibly take the championship. Stuart Muldoon Chris Gussman working overtime, scraping that helmet on the ground, a bit reminiscent of Gary Partridge, that. The only man I know with a titanium skid plate on top of his helmet. And here comes Duncan Hendry. Well, it's number 11 going through at the moment. That's Ian Wilson and David Rim. Well, Duncan Hendry back there having an awful time of this. It just is not going his way. He needed to be up with this man, but he's not. He's way down the field. It's Tony Baker back in second place. Then it's Stuart Muldoon back in third, but they're all tracing that number 1 plated outfit of Jock Skeen. 114 going through again. Lovelock and English. A little bit of a late entry into this event, these two. Anderson, I think we've got to change the front. Tony Baker's taking the lead. Skeen back in second, and Stuart Muldoon closing on those two, so we might yet see a scrap before the checkered flag between the top 3. That dry line you can see is beginning to appear corner to corner. They are picking up with just a little bit more grip than they were earlier. A chance for the speeds to get up a little higher as they come round the bottom end of the circuit, heading up towards that right hand of that hairpin before they go over the start and finish line again. And Muldoon is closing on second place man, definitely closing on Jock Skeen. Into the hairpin, you can see how close he is now. Chris Gussman working overtime, trying to get all that weight onto the back wheel to stop it from spinning as it lifts up, going over the top there. Now, Tony Baker coming through. Now, where is second place man? Look at that dry line, you can see it now. And Jock going on to the wet stuff, obviously trying to protect those wet tyres that they've got on. Trying to stay off that dry line to keep those tyres going just a little longer. Lovelock and English going through. 36 there, still behind them, and that's Mark Allison, Mark Pickering. No change really in the order so far. Here comes our race leader. It's still number 7, Tony Baker. And the battles are certainly on further down. Lovelock and English have now got Mark Allison closing on them. We've got another independent little scrap going on there. There's the race leader. Second place man, Jock Skeen, and Neil Miller in the chair, up and under the Mobile Bridge for another time. We're on board with Stuart Muldoon. Peering through the wet on the camera lens to see what's going on in the front, and he's going to go for it. Skeen slides through on the outside of the corner, keeping the machine in the wet part of the track to protect those tyres. So I think maybe Tony Baker's got a problem. Second place then, so we've got a change at the front. 117, Paul Phillips, Glyn Pocklington on the Windle F1 going through. There's the new race leader. Second place now for Tony Baker after leading for about 4 laps. Something could be wrong there. We'll wait and see. And upper place then goes Mark Allison and Mark Pickering. They've demoted 114 Lovelock and English, I should say. There's Skeen going through. On his way to complete another lap. Oh, they're off. Baker's broken down. So we said he was slowing, and in slowing indeed he was. We're on board with Gussman. And Muldoon. Muldoon, the driver. Stuart Muldoon closing now on Jock Skeen. Are we going to see a late minute dash here from the Czech winner, from this World Cup outfit? Here they come. You can hear that back tyre just complaining as it spins on the wet and dry surface. They've got wet weather tyres on, so they're not getting the best of grip on the dry surface. Looking to protect those tyres by staying in some of the wet stuff. He's closing on Jock Skeen. Is he going to go for a last-minute ditch attempt to take this at the last corner? Here he comes. This really is a race for the line. Jock Skeen has got this championship, I think, now in the bag. Duncan Hendry suffering. Here they come. Oh, he's going to spin. Skeen comes through. Muldoon has spun it. Well, what a disaster. Chris Gussman throws his head up. It's a win then in this final round then for that man. Jock Skeen, Neil Miller. They also went on to win the second race, with Stuart Muldoon finishing second. So the championship positions at the end, Miller then and Skeen take it from Hendry and Mackenzie, Hegarty, Allison and Pickering, Phillips and Pocklington. They were fifth, 72 points. What an F1 series.